Hello everyone, welcome back to Dungeon Maker here on the World of Madness server. So travel to different places is now a lot easier with that portal in place, but geez, still quite a walk. I probably need to build some kind of rail line. Oop, presents. Yay, murder presents. The best kind. So I've been doing a lot of work after I got all that redstone. More than half of that redstone, plus more than half of the redstone I got from the next 2 trips are already gone. But such is the way when you want to do some actually, like, hardcore redstoning. So, if we come down here, and I'm going to go into... Let me see, I want... Nope, not that one. Quality, dynamic lights, on. Okay. I have Optifine currently installed, which allows me to turn that on so that people can see what's going on without me adjusting the actual brightness. Which is handy, I should say. So if we look in here, I'm actually still on... Nope, I'm on bright. There we go. Much better. So that looks pretty sweet, I think. And let's... Do I have that on, like, high quality? I'm not sure. Fancy. There we go. Right. That's much smoother. So, it is dark, but you guys can still see, which is the important thing. Obviously, if any of my, like, if any players for this particular dungeon come along and have this feature, kindly turn it off. Although, you know, this is still pretty creepy, I gotta say. So, I have gotten all of the buttons done. So, they now have this nice little indicator in them. And they can be toggled on and off. And, as you can probably tell by the fact that this is closed off at the moment, it has been wired up. So, let's take a look at that. Let me see, I think I want to go in about here. Yes, okay. Have to remember where I left the entranceway. So, dug this out a little bit more so I can see where it is. And we've got all... this mess above, which is basically just the wires that go to the different button outputs, as well as to the button reset points. So everything can get reset at the same time. Lovely. And the main part that I've been working on most recently is over here. So this section you have not seen at all. So this is just a basic hopper clock. Pretty stable, pretty reliable, and it just runs for, I think it's about 32 seconds-ish, somewhere in that region, depends on how quickly the hoppers decide to run on the server. And this is a little edge trigger. So basically, every time this changes state, which, as long as the combination is incorrect, it cannot. Whenever it changes state, a pulse comes out here, it gets lengthened by this monostable, and it goes into our door, so that it can open. And when it returns to its original state, which is what it's in right now, when this goes up, because that's on, it sends another pulse out here, around here, and over into the reset. So, once you have figured out what the combination is, and by the looks of this, it is the number 15, the door opens, and then after a little bit of time, it closes again, and the code resets. So, you once again have to work out what the code is if somebody gets left behind. Or somebody dies and has to make a corpse run. That's also a possibility. So let's just block that back up, and I will try and get the code in. So there we go. So it set everything on. So there's one down there that we'll leave for the moment. Now, some of the command blocks are functioning again. I don't know if the ones that make custom crafters are, but that's something I should look into. Yeah, I've moved the button for that. You can occasionally hear the little whirrings of the circuitry, but because it's an XOR gate, you have no idea what the actual change is. Here we go. There we go. And that brings us into the first sanctuary. And I'll just talk for a little bit until this actually closes. So, the first sanctuary, or rather the second sanctuary, I should say, needs to have a number of things... Oh, yep, there it goes. Needs to have a number of things. The first I thought was most important was this, the crafting table at the middle. Because you've probably brought some supplies, and I am going to mandate exactly, like, how much of certain things you can bring. Like, you can only bring, like, leather or, like, chainmail armor or something. You're, like, low-level adventurers going into a bit of a death pit. Oh yes, I switched out some of the pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns, so the lighting in here is a bit better now. So I think you'll probably want to have a crafting table in the sanctuaries, And you might want to have a furnace. I'm not 100% certain on that. Maybe there'll be a trader or something you can, like, trade with in here. I'm not sure. But the next thing that happens is that we go down here. You're safe from, like, the preceding zone because the door closes, which is another nice function of it. But we go down here, and we're getting deeper into the ocean now, so you can see we're dripping some water a little bit. That's probably going to be, for want of a better expression, edited out soon. But you go down here, and it's a bit more of a windy kind of passage kind of area, where you have to find where the right exit is. And I'm probably going to be trying to have some kind of smaller, more irritating mobs in there harassing you. But the exit is also hidden in there, so, like, that one I think I will actually straight up hide. Like, this is... You wouldn't necessarily know this was a door to begin with, but it is still quite clearly out of place. So maybe that one will have, like, a drop of sand that will do the trick to show you where the actual exit is to get to the next area. And the trap for after that has been something on my mind. So, here, the trap is basically that you have to run around trying to get the combination lock, which has, by the way, fully reset. Nice. You have to run around getting the combination right, and if you push the wrong set of buttons, you open up this door, which is, of course, the trap door. And am I going to be lucky enough that this button alone will open this? Yes, I am. But okay, that means we're probably in a 1-bit combination at the moment. Okay, so here I have dug out almost entirely. That is definitely def height. I'm probably going to put a little bit more down there in case people come in with, like, full and protection boots or whatever. And the wall needs to be potentially retracted so that you can be shot at by a shooting gallery of maybe skeletons that I will intentionally try to feed knockback bows. I don't know. Anyway, let's check it later. And then you'll fall down there and potentially die, but also, you'll come down here, and you'll turn the corner, you'll get trapped, you'll get stuck by virtue of a dead end that was likely intentionally put there by the original builders of the tomb. And then you have to make your way back, and I'm gonna put another timer on this, so that this can close after a while, in which case death is your only escape, which is a nice little touch. But this is the kind of screw people over difficulty that the next area will have as its baseline. Here it is an irritant. Next time it is you are probably going to die if you get this wrong. And I thankfully can just run around here. You won't be able to do this in the final version, but you can do it for now. So down here, I figure that the next trap will be... You go through the area, you get to the next zone, and the next zone, you have to navigate a maze with lots of, like, columns of lava, in which there are solid blocks, so you can't necessarily just ender pearl through it all. And then I might hide the occasional, like, dispenser in the wall, or maybe the occasional skeleton. Skeletons are pretty handy, because they can aim, for one thing. So that you can try an ender pearl, you might land in the lava, but you can try it, you can try and make your way through it, but you might also get shot by the skeletons. I imagine shields will be quite a popular item for that particular zone. But, I'm not really sure, so let me know in the comments exactly what ideas you have for that. Beyond that, I still have no ideas about the next side, the other side, the actual, like, kobold side. I've actually been contemplating making some little sound files so that suddenly sound a bit more like kobolds rather than groaning all the time, which would be nice. Maybe I can retexture some of the other mobs as well so they look a bit more... so they look a little bit more appropriate. I do like watching that happen. It's a pity that Minecraft itself's, like, lighting doesn't quite work out nicely for that. And I definitely need to move these, like, everything in these chests into an actual dedicated zone. Because having them in this entryway is not ideal. Also, I need to build, like, some actual, like, corridors I can use to navigate the areas for maintenance. Hi. But that is that for the moment, and let me see, what else has been going on? There is an ocean monument nearby. If I can get into that ocean monument, and for want of a better statement, steal the Elder Guardian, then I can hopefully transport him to some central location inside of here, and name tag him so he doesn't despawn, and from there, I might be able to use him as a sort of inherent, like, build protection. And more importantly, it will terrify the ever-loving heck out of a bunch of players, which also gives the I need to get rid of you. Which also gives the tomb a nice little haunted kind of sensation. No, go away. Thank you. Right. So that's something I might try. It's not very far away. The main trouble will be actually transporting the Elder Guardian here. But what a lovely effect that would be if I could manage it. Oop. Yeah, I've mostly just encountered that particular thing. I think it is actually, like, right over here. Like, it's not honestly that far. And the Elder Guardian's mining fatigue is an AoE, so it's something to consider. I think it might also slow down your weapon swing, come to think of it. Pretty sure mining fatigue slows down basically everything. So that's something we can consider. Let me see if I can find a spare boat that I've probably left lying around here somewhere. We'll go have a little quick peek at it. But main news that people are going to be interested in is, yes, there we go, is that the Return special series has finished, and I'm taking a little breather. I'm not going to be starting a new storyline series for a little bit, and I forgot that I sealed off this river. One moment while I try and hope and pray I get this back. Yes, I do. Good. I'm not starting another LP series for a little bit. I've already got this. I've already got Undermine, which I want to make a bunch of progress with, and the Return slightly killed me. So, I kind of want to take a little breather from that before I start a new LP series, a new like RP LP series, RPLP, Riplup. Riplup sounds like a nice name for it. A new Riplup series. Ah, there we are. So yeah, there it is. We haven't really even left the area, like the desert, and we can see this thing. And that's just so wonderfully conveniently close that I feel like we have to make use of this. Like, ooh. Also, it's full of treasure that we can reuse, which would be nice. Maybe I can do something with these, what are they called? Guardians, I guess? I guess they're called Guardians. The big guy's an Elder Guardian, so logically these are Guardians. Yeah, I can hear you. And I know you hate squid, too, which is why you're not gonna bother me very much. Hi. I stand corrected, you're gonna bother me much. Yeet. Ow. Putting them in some part of the place, in some part of the dungeon. Yep, there it is. So that's mining fatigue free for 5 minutes. And yeah, that does look like it slows down my attacks as well. Beautiful. That could be really useful for us. Just you know, it's remarkable happenstance that we should manage to get that. Now, to actually get him is going to be a bit of a difficulty, because we're kind of going to have to, I think, well, firstly, make water-breathing potions so that I don't just suffocate there over and over. And we're going to have to probably get some sponges so that we can clear out the water around him, and then we're going to have to name him, get him inside of a minecart or something, and just kind of drive him over here and find some like decent point to actually place him. I think maybe between the second and third sanctuaries will do the trick, but if we can get him on a minecart track that's just cycling through, that'd be even better. Like, use the ground under the sanctuaries as an intentional like thing to transport this guy around. But yeah, that would be a really nice feature, I think. And whilst I do trust the guys to actually, like, obey the adventure mode style rules of the dungeon, having some means by which to prevent them from, like, to physically prevent them from doing damage seems like a really great idea to me. Oh, give me noms, please. Give me noms on my heart, don't give me noms. I was raised in a Christian nation, of course I know that. So if I were you, like, let's just see if this actually does work, just in case. Hey! What do you know? We can custom craft. That's brilliant. That means we can start making very... I have an axe on me. Let's use it. Yeah, this is really, really freaking effective, because it will take you an absolute age. I'll get it eventually. But anyways, this allows you just need to make the recipe packs. Oh, well, thanks for that reference, at least. Okay, well, that allows you to make various things, including mob spawners. So, with this, we can start actually putting the monsters into here, so I can start getting the skeletons out. Glorious. This mining fatigue is not going away anytime soon, and I don't have a cow. Ugh. Yes, man, I have indeed not had a cow. Okay, well, that's fine by me. So yeah, hope people are liking how this is looking. I'm gonna be making a lot more than, like, ostensibly by the rules of the server, you're supposed to make, like, a minimum of 2 videos on the server per month. I did the absolute minimum last month so I could do the return for the latter half of the month, but this month I'm going to be making a lot more videos here. So we should hopefully see a lot more progress here, and I have my eyes set on that Elder Guardian. This could be interesting. But with that in mind, oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna be stinky for a little bit. Anyways, with that in mind, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you all next time.